Please come. Please. You're an economics analyst.
Madras School of Economics.
Yes,
Who established that school?
It was Dr. Raja Chechalia in 1993.
Actually, C. Ramarajan was associated with Madras School of Economics.
Yes, sir. He is the chairman now.
He's the chairman now.
Yes.
C. Ramarajan. Why C. Ramarajan is what things he has done on career C. Ramarajan.
So C. Ramarajan has been the governor of Reserve Bank of India.
Then next.
And he was involved in when we were facing the economic crisis during 1991. He was part of the group who went to England to loan the gold with them, and he was the first who targeted cash reserve ratio to control money supply in the economy and thus inflation. He has been also he has also led a committee on poverty estimation, the C. Rangarajan Committee on Poverty
Estimation.
Yes.
Before that, another committee was set up for poverty estimation.
Yes, it was the Suresh Tendulkar Committee.
Suresh Tendulkar Committee. What's the basic difference between Tendulkar Committee approach and Ramarajan's approach on poverty estimation?
So, Suresh Tendulkar Committee, they used the food component along with the food component only for calculating the calorie intake to estimate the poverty line, and other than that they use the mixed recall period for estimation of the poverty line.
Any person from welfare economics? What is welfare economics?
The welfare economics is associated with how people make choices and how those choices ensure economic efficiency, how resources can be distributed with equity.
Any person from welfare economics from India got Nobel Prize?
Professor Amartya Sen is known for his welfare economics.
So what was the approach of Amartya Sen?
He focused on the capability approach.
Capability approach. What is that capability approach?
He moved away from basic needs approach to highlight that poverty is not only poverty does not only reflect that we do not have some assets, but rather when people are not able to capable themselves to improve their economic and social situation.
So what is that capability we need to trap?
The human resource development.
Yes, human resource development. Skill development. Right. Okay. Another person from welfare economics who got Nobel Prize?
From India, sir?
Yes.
I cannot.
Abhijit Banerjee?
Yes, sir. Abhijit Banerjee.
He got the Nobel Prize.
Yes, for his groundbreaking research on poverty.
Yes, that is a poverty.
Randomized control trial he has used from his JPAL by using data from his JPAL institution.
Very good. In economy, you see a typical trend in India in terms of GDP contribution and employment.
Right.
What is that?
This trend is generally referred as jobless growth, where the employment opportunity is not growing as much as our economic growth has been growing.
GDP growth is not synonymous with GDP growth.
Yes, sir.
It is lagging behind.
Right.
So job growth is lagging behind the GDP growth.
Yes, sir.
In employment, why we are unable to generate more employment opportunities? Our employment rate is India how much? Close to 6% employment.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So why we are not able to generate more employment?
One of the major reasons is the mismatch between the skills and the industrial relevant skills, which we do not have. According to a skills report, only 52.6% of the youth have employable skills.
So what is the solution for that as an economist?
Right.
What is your approach? How do you solve the issue?
So there are certain provisions in the new education policy which focuses on introducing vocational training.
Excellent. Then
And also it focuses on introducing technology as a part to as a way to promote promote knowledge among the students about how to use and learn the emerging technologies. Other than that, sir, as we have World Skills Center in Bhubaneswar, some measures like that can really tap the employment potential of regions.
when the what's last major financial crisis happened?
Right.
When?
In 2008.
What was the reason?
So it was it started with the US banking system being over leveraging the
What is the name of the major bank which got bankrupt?
Lehman Brothers.
Lehman Brothers.
Yes.
Okay.
Other bank?
I'm not aware.
Okay, very good, sir.
Even you are taking interest reading novels. What genre of novels you prefer to go through?
So mostly suspense thrillers.
Thrillers?
Or something with history.
Historical.
Yes,
Historical.
historical.
Can you name one of the novels?
Yes, sir. I have read Dan Brown's Angels and Demons, and he has also written Deception Point, and
Okay, you have gone through all that. It's
yes,
bulky books.
yes, sir.
Then reflective writing also. What is reflecting writing? Nowadays, many people are picking up this
Reflective writing.
So it is something we are going through various information throughout our life, but we never sit back to reflect exactly. But when something affects me deeply, or in some way, I choose to sit back and reflect my thoughts on that.
And you give an expression.
Yes, sir.
Right. So there are few writers, novelists, who used to write in this genre, in this kind of. Can you name few writers?
So I have attended Ashwini Sanghi's one of his seminar talks, and he has something like this. He writes.
From India.
Yes, sir. He also writes suspense thrillers, but he puts in the current trends in that by doing some reflective writing of his own.
So even you take interest also horror stuffs.
Not horror stuff, basically mythology.
Mythology.
Yes,
So,
sir.
can you name that of the few mythologies of our country, like some modern novelists, writers, you can say like that. They have picked up the myths and they recreate novels.
Right.
Can you name few?
So Ashwin Sanghi is one. Then there is Devdutt Patnaik.
Devdutt Patnaik, yes.
And
Amish Tripathi, what is
yes, sir. Amish Tripathi. Yes.
Amish Tripathi. Can you name few of his writings?
Yes, sir. The Immortals of Meluha. Then he has a trilogy of Ramayana with giving perspective of Sita.
You gone through all these things?
Yes, sir. Yes, I have.
How he portrayed Sita?
So he has portrayed Sita as a very powerful woman. She is more skilled in warfare. She has a very perceptive mindset, and she does not hesitate to take actions. Basically, he has.
Don't you think like that, are they? Like, the way Sita is being portrayed by Valmiki, Tulsidas, and now she has giving a modern version of these mythical characters.
Right, sir.
Don't you think somehow it disfigures, right, the original characters? Is it like making justice? Is it giving the justice by doing portraying the characters? Bit different from that being originally portrayed.
So I believe he has glorified Sita's role as a warrior, which makes it a good read for future generation who can actually see the role of woman in a more empowered and skillful way. We have always known Sri Ram as the Purushottam, but somehow in our older texts, like from Valmiki period, The role of Sita has been mostly related to household and how she manages the household complexities.
Are you sure? Valmiki, the way he portrayed Sita is like that? Or later Ramayana, you find this kind of portrayals?
I have not exactly read Valmiki
Okay,
Ramayana.
all
but-
right. Who's your favorite writer? Novel writer?
So there
Any Oriya writer?
I have just read one book, sir, Jagya Sini.
You read Jagyashini?
Yes, sir.
Who wrote it?
It was written by Pratibha Ray.
Was it awarded like some kind of national Jagyashini?
Sorry, sir, I didn't get it.
Was it awarded?
Yes, sir. It was awarded. Atibadi Jagannath Das Award. Not able to recall.
And how Pratibha Roy portrayed Jagyashini?
She has tapped into several aspects of her life from various points of view.
You read completely the whole book?
Yes, sir.
And what is the structure of that novel?
The structure of the so it expresses how she goes through various
Now,
phases of
what
life.
is the very structure, the structure of the writing? You know, on the cover page,
Yes,
on
sir.
the very tight cover page only, Iti Tumaro Priya Sakhi, it is written at the top. When we you use this kind of language, Iti,
It is like autobiography.
when you are writing in a letter,
Right, sir.
It is the ending of the letter.
Yes, sir.
so this is the very structure, as if the whole book is a letter.
Right.
Addressed to whom? Who is the receiver of that letter?
Sir,
The whole book is a letter written by
I didn't
Jagyashini.
realize.
To whom?
I didn't realize that while reading.
Krishna.
Yes, sir.
This is the very structure.
Right, sir.
I have checked it like these 2 points, particularly the award.
Right, sir. Was it Sahitya Academy?
No, even more than that.
I'm actually getting confused with the names of the awards.
Achha. That is okay. Achha, tell me that do you think that being a woman, you are empowered?
Yes, sir.
How?
So I have been fortunate enough to have a quality education.
Okay.
So I have that capability to make my own decisions and choices, and also I can have the financial independence. Other than that, sir, I have been raised as such to know my rights, to know my limitations as well. So I think that empowers me.
Got it.
I'm going to have a question here. Like when you say like that, you are empowered because you have been blessed with all those attributes, right? I guess like that, the same attributes being blessed to the most of the American and European women. Why this American life, I mean, women are like fraught with so many things, vices. There is no peace. The people are entering into the drugs and all that things, even if being empowered. What is missing there?
I think it is the
You mentioned,
Yes.
you have added that point, but something is missing there. What is it missing there? Even if being educated, empowered, financially capable,
Everything is there. There also.
Yes, definitely. So the culture of family support and the culture of our the way we are being brought up by our family, it is very different from what American women go
So
through.
what they need there?
So they are more independent than us in a way,
Because they're empowered.
but by the time they are independent, they do not have the maturity to make the choices. So
what
sometimes
is required to make the choices?
so the conscience.
Discernment. 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 You added, na? You know what to and what not to.
Do.
You know your limitations.
Yes, sir.
All that. But something is missing there. Right discernment.
Thank you.
Thank